Radio Lomax, l'émission du 106.
Dans la moiteur des clubs de Londres vers 2015 est né le projet Body Horror, qui a le bon goût de marier les beats EBM et la guitare post-punk, un peu comme si Use Code avait mangé Nick Cave avant de recracher les os. Ils alignent les singles dance punk maléfiques et on attend un long format, j'espère prochainement, pour donner du corps à une discographie qui trépigne. Roule.
Radio Lomax, l'émission du 106.
Okay, welcome. Thanks everybody for being here, for taking the time to introduce your work to the people. To the people.
Thank you. Of Angers. Or of the wider region.
No, Normandie. Speaking to the mic. Yeah.
Normandie.
Ici, c'est la Normandie. Alors moi, la première question que je voulais poser, c'était le groupe s'est formé à Tottenham en 2015. Donc la question, c'est quelle dynamique il y avait dans ce coin-là à cette époque?
Yeah, so the band was founded in Tottenham in 2015. So what was the dynamics of the scene back then? Was there anything special?
Well, yeah, at the time, I guess it was a little bit like the guitar music scene seemed a little bit sort of dead at the time, but we were kind of more interested in the in electronic music and like sort of discovering like techno music and illegal raves and essentially all that sort of whole world that lives up in Tottenham and in London generally, and that kind of had a big impact on us, I guess.
Yeah, Tottenham's more like it's more of like a party area. It wasn't necessarily where all like the guitar bands were. They were more in South London and stuff, which had loads of stuff going on, which is super cool. And we were definitely influenced by that as well. But we were like, we were going to raves and shit, so we were just raving. It was like, I mean, obviously we were playing guitars and stuff like that, but it was like, I don't know, it just naturally kind of came through, I suppose.
Yeah,
so that's
that experience had a big impact on us, wanting people to experience something that felt like a rave. Yeah.
Ok. Donc oui, bon voilà, les guitares, la scène avec les guitares, c'est plutôt le sud de Londres, Tottenham qui est au nord de Londres. C'était une zone où c'était plutôt la fête, les rêves parties illégales, et à cette époque-là, c'était vraiment ça. Ils ont découvert l'électro, la techno, les rêves parties, et donc leur projet est parti de la volonté de reproduire, de recréer cet état d'esprit-là, et donc c'est une grande influence pour eux.
Alors, ça fait déjà 10 ans que le groupe existe. On a une discographie plutôt officiellement clairsemée. Je me demandais quelles étaient les étapes claires que le groupe avait traversées pour affiner son son. Et d'ailleurs, petit détail, il me semblait que le groupe à un moment était composé de 5 personnes. Petit mystère.
All right, so I mean, the band has been around for 10 years now.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Has it really?
And he was insisting on the fact there are very few records behind you.
Yeah.
And in his introduction, mentioning the fact
it's 10 years.
10 years. I mean,
What year did we say?
He's
2016?
usually correct. He's usually correct.
No, 20. I think 2018.
18?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not sure.
2016 was Brexit. Trump.
Brexit,
we weren't doing it in
yeah.
Trump times.
No,
I think it's 2018.
Yeah, no, that's true. Actually, I think we remember Brexit as well because all British people remember Brexit well because it was like a trauma and it was a sad time. And yeah, to be fair, the band wasn't around in Brexit land, and but it was some other time.
Wrong numbers.
No.
Where'd you get your numbers from?
No. It was sometime later, but I think maybe 2018, 2019.
I think well, for me as a newest member of the band, it's been about a few years now. I think it's kind of like the oldest baby. I think it's been it's been a solid kind of group over the last 3.5 years. Obviously, we had a member take a sabbatical out to kind of do some other things with nature. He's doing great. But so it's kind of, this is how it's been. It's kind of like been a new band over the last 3 years, I'd say.
It's a good point. Yeah,
lots happened as well. You know, the world's been falling apart.
So the band name has been around for that time, I guess, or a little less than that time. But then the actual vision or the idea of the band, what people are playing what, and the songwriting, etc. That has more or less been sort of more like 2 or 3 years, and that's kind of when things have
if you think about
snowballed somewhat. So yeah, that's it's exciting.
You might be saying though, like think about it for like globally, anyway.
Do tell.
Off the subject of music here. Off the subject of music here.
What are you saying?
You know, we did get like 3 years of like freedom taken off events in like, you know, over lockdown. So you can't really do much unless you're doing underground stuff. Yeah, you can't really.
It took us a while. It took us a while off. You okay?
No, go on. I'll just finish after you finish.
It took us a while after the lockdown to like get things back going, momentum. We're all fucking. There's a few mental heads basically in this house, so it's not always easy. But I think we've started like
clicking.
Making it happen the last few years, like they've been saying, and actually getting the ball properly rolling and taking it a bit more seriously. So yeah.
Ok, donc alors voilà, le nom.
What's the language,
Let me
guys?
translate for fuck's sake. Donc le groupe a peut-être pas 10 ans d'existence, c'est plutôt 2018. Enfin, il se prenait comme point de repère le Brexit, ce qui est quand même assez intéressant parce que c'est une expérience, quelque chose d'assez traumatique pour les groupes britanniques et pour les citoyens britanniques en règle générale, d'après eux. Et donc voilà. Michael, qui est le membre le plus récent du groupe, disait que finalement le groupe a commencé à avoir une identité qui était assez claire il y a 3 ans et demi, 4 ans. Et il y avait une remarque de Bart, c'était par rapport en plus au confinement. Donc en fait, voilà, il y a eu pas mal de choses qui ont ralenti le développement du groupe et maintenant l'identité du groupe s'est structurée depuis 3 ans et demi, 4 ans. Donc c'est finalement assez récent.
Merci Guillaume.
There you go.
Merci.
Alors s'il y a bien un label qui me vient à l'esprit en écoutant le groupe, c'est Wax Trax, qui a été parmi les premiers, donc un label de Chicago qui était aussi un disquaire sur le modèle de Rough Trade et tous ces labels indés. Donc un des premiers s'intéressait à la fusion des guitares et des machines avec Lard, Front 242, KMFDM et bien sûr Ministry pour ses premières sorties. Ses premières. Voilà. Donc est-ce que c'est une scène qui inspire nos amis?
Yeah, Antoine was mentioning Wax Trax. Wax Trax, you've probably heard of this label, record shop from Chicago, and he was wondering if it has had any influence over you lads. I mean, this fusion between guitars and machines,
like the old industrial stuff,
Yeah, absolutely,
the kind of harder stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, I think so in a way. I don't know if that's necessarily the stuff that they were playing at the parties that we were going to, which was probably more of like the new techno and shit. But yeah, I definitely listen to a lot of that old stuff and like the real kind of like you said, the crossover of like the weird fucked up punk,
weird feeling,
but with some proper hard,
Yes.
So definitely with the beats, like when I use my drum machine and I'm like putting the sounds together, that I'm just trying to make it crunchy and nasty like that. So yeah, it's a good shout.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, a lot of the time it's more it weirdly influences kind of I don't let them come in too much. I would rather like sort of think about myself in the audience and have that influence the sound more than like what the audience member would like to hear, rather than what band I've heard that week and if they can contribute to our sound. It's more about like thinking about being in the audience, I would say.
Ouais, donc Bart disait que oui, c'est en partie vrai, mais en fait fondamentalement c'est pas le style de musique qu'ils écoutaient quand ils ont commencé à se forger leur identité musicale. C'est venu plus tard, mais effectivement il y a cette idée de mettre une boîte à rythme qui est saturée, qui envoie très fort, en plus des guitares. Et Gaëtan nous disait que c'était aussi quelque chose qui était important dans leur démarche de réfléchir du point de vue plutôt du public, de ce que ça allait leur faire. Voilà, donc au niveau de la démarche, on est sur des choses qui sont similaires, mais pas totalement équivalent.
Voilà, pas à 100%, on est d'accord. Mais alors justement, moi, ce qui m'intéresse, c'est de savoir quelle énergie il puise dans chacun des registres qu'il pratique, c'est-à-dire la rave, le rock. Qu'est-ce qu'il manque au rock qu'ils vont chercher dans la rave et vice-versa?
Yeah, rock and roll music and rave music, whatever you call it, have two distinct energies. So what do you get from each of them? I mean, obviously it's complementary. So what do you take out from techno and what do you take out from rock and roll?
It depends, really. I mean, there's like two paths of those two types of music, really, and it's ultimately people who want to listen to music, and there's people that want to dance to music, and those things got sort of like tangented off in the 1960s, and they've, I think, ultimately come back together more in the last 20 years.
They kind of like both derive from the same nucleuses, anyway.
They are, which like R&B and
it goes back to that and blues and gospel,
rhythm and blues, etc. You know, James Brown went this way, and you know, your Beatles, your Stones went that way, etc. Although Stones kind of in between that thing, but where does it cross over?
So, like, you know,
I mean, ultimately through dance music generally, there's always been that sort of want for like a really straight beat, which ultimately gives confidence to people that want to dance. And then I feel like rock music ultimately sort of like really went into the realm of like of like people listen. Yeah, people listening. What was that?
His lips in the mics.
Oh yeah,
I love it.
I'm making love to this
clean
mic,
it.
okay?
I
Me
clean
and
it
this
with
mic
my
go-
own tongue.
I'm getting very into it with this mic.
He was taking a turn.
Everyone's got their own personal approach.
Every mic that I come across has very.
Chains come down from the ceiling.
Damn. Yeah, every mic I come across has a very intimate relationship with me, so I feel like this one's not any different. It's the same one.
Look at his teeth. His teeth are fucked up. Chipped teeth from the fucking
So
microphone.
I get a bit carried
Eats the
away,
microphone.
and I eat microphones sometimes, and my dentist would fucking hate it, to be honest. I don't mean to swear, so I apologise for that.
Can we
Don't mean to
swear?
No. You can.
No, not at all.
Never in your fucking life.
Yeah, okay.
Wait, here we go.
Okay, I'll translate that part. Ok, donc oui, c'est deux énergies qui sont différentes. Donc ça dépend. Globalement, il y a cette opposition qui est faite entre la musique des rave parties, qui est plus faite pour danser, par opposition au rock, qui serait plus fait pour être écouté, pour être un peu plus passif. Bon, voilà, Mick de préciser que c'est les mêmes sources, mais évidemment que ce sont des chemins différents qui ont été pris par la suite. Et la dance music, parce qu'ils en prennent principalement, c'est un rythme simple qui va se prêter justement à ce que les gens aient confiance en eux pour aller danser. Et voilà, Gaten s'est fait tacler parce que en fait, il mettait ses dents sur le micro et donc il expliquait qu'il avait une relation particulière au micro qu'il a léché
c'est freudien,
et
ça,
que ça se voyait à ses dents et que son dentiste n'était pas content parce qu'il avait les dents qui étaient chiquées à cause du micro. Voilà,
on est resté bloqué au stade oral apparemment aujourd'hui, hein, c'est pas mal. Allez, pour terminer ce carnage, on va demander au groupe 3 mots pour qualifier leur performance.
Okay, right. Tricky question. 3 words to define your live performance. So breaking your teeth is 3.
Anxious, tense, and what? Breaking teeth, is that 3 things?
Scary.
Scary. It's a bit scary. Everything goes wrong. It's
Actually,
chaotic.
you got some
Anxious, intense, and chaotic. I'd
Let's see
say.
what
Yeah,
mine
sure.
Anxious, intense.
Anxious, intense, and chaotic.
And chaotic. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Go on, I've got
The drummer's having a bad day. Let's put it that way. It's not always like that.
I mean, in a good way. Like things go wrong, but it's a part of the performance, and it's how it's kind of it goes wrong in a very beautiful way.
We actually put it in 3 words. Was your girlfriend earlier, which we don't agree with, but whatever. She called us a male burlesque show.
what?
She called us a male burlesque show.
show?
That's not what we define ourselves as,
I don't
but
get it.
Burlesque, what
it's
is
not
that?
what we go as.
You know, burlesque like the
C'est
women
le-
would take.
Oh, right.
You know?
Le
But it's
striptease.
not like that. I don't know.
His girlfriend.
Mate, I think his girlfriend clearly is just turned on by him, and it's the equivalent of a man watching a woman slowly undress.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Let this man translate this.
It's hard to translate.
No. Ok, donc voilà, le mot du batteur, anxieux, tendu, chaotique, mais chaotique dans une bonne dynamique. Et il disait que ça s'apparentait en fait au striptease masculin, mais c'était sa copine qui disait ça, et donc c'était peut-être parce qu'elle avait envie de lui et qu'elle le trouvait sexy. Voilà. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that was my girlfriend saying that about me, I guess, personally, but it's fine.
Come to the show.
Okay, guys, thank you very much for everything, for your
Merci
time,
beaucoup.
for your teeth.
I'm just really sorry.
Merci beaucoup as well. Been a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, and see you on stage. Thank you very much.
Le 106 on air.